What's up, guys? It's Gold Dizzy. So, we got to witness the first episode of NXT, and I have to say that I was thoroughly impressed with the show. It was not really what I expected at first, because I thought it was going to be more reality-based, kind of like Tough Enough was, but it's basically just like ECW with a new name. And that's cool with me. Because the show actually impressed me, so I wasn't too disappointed with how it actually was. There's a few guys that really impressed me, the ones that were on tonight. The one-man rock band, I believe his name is Heath Slater. Very great charisma. I think he's going to do really well in the WWE once he gets off this NXT show. I just really liked his overall charisma and personality. Very great. He's got this little dance he does, and he shakes his head and all that. I mean, it's different, it's refreshing, it's new. It was great. Also, David Otunga, I believe he's married to Jennifer Hudson and all that. He's basically already an established star in Hollywood. He's from Hollywood. You know, as far as his physique goes, man, he's got it where it goes on that. I mean, he does look impressive. We didn't really get to see too much of his wrestling ability. He just did a kind of like a botched spine buster. I believe Josh Matthews even pointed out in commentary how it didn't look pretty, but it was effective. And yeah, you know, but of course, the highlight of the night was the main event: Chris Jericho and Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him. The match was way too short, but what we got to see was simply amazing. Daniel Bryanson Bryan Danielson and Chris Jericho were amazing. The suicide dive that Danielson did through the ropes to the outside was a what the fuck moment, for real. I mean, when he went through the ropes and Jericho grabbed him and like twisted him around and slammed him to the announce table, I was like, wow, that shit looked like it hurt. And it did. You could see his back, the welt starting to form, like instantly. You know that was hurting him. But the great thing about that was that you could tell that it was a real injury, but yet it's like it fueled his fire. You know what I mean? Like it's like he put it in another gear, so to speak, and continued to go, and it was great. He put Jericho in some kind of submission hold that looked pretty brutal. Kind of thought maybe Jericho would have tapped, but you know, of course, I knew that wasn't going to happen. But you know, kind of suspended my belief a little bit. It was just amazing. I really enjoyed it. Danielson, of course, is going to be a star. Now, here's my dislikes about the show, and my only dislike about the show. Michael fucking Cole. Okay, Josh Matthews was great tonight. His commentary was great. I liked how he was defending all these rookies by saying, especially Bryan Danielson, by saying that he was an internet sensation, how he's blown up in the independent circuit. And you got dumbass Michael Cole running his mouth saying, just basically ragging on him because he wrestled in high school gyms in front of 50 people. You know, it's like, hey, listen, I'm aware that the writers or Vince or somebody probably told Michael Cole and Josh Matthews what to say. I'm sure they made Josh Matthews the face announcer and made Michael Cole the heel announcer, or that's how it seemed. Because it seems like to me Michael Cole was dead set against giving any kind of praise to these rookies, and I find it hilarious that they're calling most of these guys rookies, because Bryan Danielson has been wrestling for 10 years in the pro scene. Of course, it's independent, it's the indie scene, but still pro. Just because he hasn't wrestled in front of 15,000, 20,000 people doesn't mean that he's not good at what he does, you know? But man, Michael Cole really just got on my last nerve. I mean, he doesn't do it for me as an announcer or as a commentator. I think he totally sucks, and he seriously needs to get a different position in wrestling. And yeah, that's what I got to say about that. But so we got to see Christian and Heath Slater, which is the one-man band. I think I might be wrong. I'm not familiar with the names quite yet. But Christian and Heath Slater went up against Carlito and Michael Tarver. Pretty good match. We got to see everybody in the ring wrestle. They got their fair share. Of course, Christian and Heath Slater won that match. Then we got to see Darren Young versus David Otunga. Like I said, that was a short match. We got to see Otunga do a botched spine buster. He did win the match, but you know, and Darren Young, he's like has that wild like Carlito hair. Not as wild as Carlito's, I guess, but he's like the party animal, and he's being mentored by CM Punk, who is straight edge. So I'm interested to see where that's going to go. And then, of course, we saw Daniel Bryan and Chris Jericho. Man, highlight of the night was definitely that match. Fantastic. But I was impressed with the show nonetheless. Looking forward to next week. You know, we didn't get to see every rookie compete, so we got some new rookies I'm sure to see next week, and that was that. Let me know what you thought about NXT. What'd you like? What'd you dislike? God, I hate Michael Cole, but this is Gold Izzy. Peace out.